Hello, my name is Clay with CPAP My Way and CPAPMyWay.com. Today we want to tell you a little bit about the Virtuclean CPAP cleaning device. It is a really cool little device with some awesome features that really make it a standalone product. So first off, let's open it up and see what comes inside so that we can set it up for you. First off, you have your charging, which is just a standard USB to micro USB cord with a standard home charger. Obviously, we have your Virtuclean cleaning device and your Virtuclean sterile bag. Okay? Just for a quick demonstration of it, the USB connects directly onto the machine on the side here. And then in this case, we've got an AC adapter, which will plug directly to the wall. When you first plug it in, you'll notice that you've got a red light in the charge. That's indicating that the unit still has some charging to do. Once it is fully charged, it will switch to a green light, letting you know that it is full charged. Once it's fully charged, which we're going to pretend it is right now, you have 6 to 7 uses of the device before it will need to be recharged. It will indicate that it needs to be recharged by turning red on the charge light while the machine is running. So if you've got your machine on and you see a little red charge light, it's time to plug that thing in and get it charged back up. You can also leave it plugged in if you're just going to leave it right on the nightstand, and it'll stay charged all the time and won't require any recharge. So let's show you how this thing works. The simplicity of this is what makes it really, really nice. With a built-in battery, you don't have to have cords with you. It can be packed alongside your CPAP in a travel case, or it can be left on the nightstand alone. It takes up a lot less of the nightstand footprint than some of the other devices, which is kind of cool. One thing you got to keep in mind is that you do have to have your little sterile bag with you, which I'll demonstrate in a second. The only thing you have to do to actually sterilize the mask is to drop the mask inside of that sterile bag, zip it up with the tubing hanging out. The next thing you'll do is grab the other side of your tube and remove it from the CPAP device itself and plug it onto the Virtuclean device. Okay? Now you've got a seamless system all the way through the mask. All you have to do then is press and hold the on button until it beeps. You'll notice there that the on light turns green. And you might hear it a little bit, it hums along. And it's going to push ionized oxygen through this entire system, where it will sterilize 99.99% of everything throughout the entire tubing and in and around the mask, since it's in the sterile bag. It will go through the cycle by itself. It takes about 30 minutes, and it will shut itself off, so there's no need for you to stay and monitor it. It's the old infomercial adage, set it and forget it. So hopefully you can set this up before you go to work or something, come back and it's all ready to rock and roll, sterile for the next night's use. So we're gonna pretend we just came home. It's done. I'm gonna press and hold it and turn it off. Once it's done and you're ready to hook it up to your mask, all you do is take the tube back loose. And I said mask, I meant CPAP. Hook it back to your CPAP. And then your mask is ready to rock and roll again, completely sterilized. So one thing we've bumped into in using this is that it works great for standard tubing. But what if you have a ThermoSmart or Climate Line tube that has the heated electrodes? So we're going to demonstrate that real quick with a ThermoSmart tube here from the Icon unit. When you're going to disconnect that, you'll notice that there's some electrodes on the tubing that will not allow it to plug onto the recessed port there on the side of that Virtuclean device. So what we have for that is a really nifty little adapter. All you do is pop the adapter on the side and it extends that little junction out so that you can plug your heated tube right on there. And that will work with any heated tube, be it for a ResMed, 3B, or Respironics, or like this Fisher & Paykel tube. And so you go through the same deal once you've got it hooked on there. Just drop your mask into the bag. Whether you do that first or last doesn't really matter. And zip the device up, turn it on, and it will run through and sterilize the entire system. The next question that we get a lot about this is, how do I sterilize the machine? Well, that's a good question. And so we'll answer. The answer is a really short answer, and it's that you do it in reverse. So obviously to sterilize the mask, we disconnected the tube from the machine. To sterilize the machine, we do the exact opposite. We disconnect the tubing from the mask, and we connect the tube onto the device itself. Then we just turn the device on, and it runs through the system, sterilizing the humidifier and reservoir. I'm gonna take this little adapter off here so you can see it plugged on there directly. Just like that. Okay. I will say also that some manufacturers would like for you to shy away running the ozone through the CPAP because ozone can be a little bit harmful to mechanical devices, or so some have said. So keep that in mind. You may want to do this a little less than you do the actual mask, which can sustain this no problem at all. Okay? And of course, as always, with any questions or concerns, we'd be happy to answer them online or by phone or by email. So please feel free to reach out. Thank you for watching this demonstration.